Hello, everyone. It is Thursday. What day is it? It's Thursday, and I'm here with a Facebook Live Take 2. This week, I am featuring products that are part of our SaleaBration offerings, and we are getting towards the end of SaleaBration. It ends this Sunday, February 28th, 2021, and so if you have not gotten all of the free products that you want, you need to hurry and get an order in. And I am just sharing some things this week. There's a lot to love in that SaleaBration brochure, and I have two beautiful cards that I want to share with you today. So let me switch my phone down and show you what I've got. Okay, first I want to show you, I'm not actually going to make this right now, but this is a card I just made a video for. I have not uploaded it yet to YouTube, but I wanted to show this to you because this uses SaleaBration paper. It is called what is it called? It's right at the front. Paper Blooms, designer paper. It is gorgeous. And I made a slimline card, but it's a triple slimline card. So let me show you. It opens like this, just like that. And I also made a coordinating envelope. So watch for that video. It will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, hopefully sometime this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning. But this is SaleaBration paper, and it is free with a $50 purchase. So today, what I want to make for you, let me see if anyone's on here yet. I forgot to see. I'm a little bit late this morning, but there's Colleen. Hi, Tennessee Grand. Your daughter's here. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Jean. Oh, Debbie, you have the day off. That's nice. Thank you all for joining in. So my cards today feature this bundle. It's the Berry Blessing stamp set and the Berry Delightful Designer Series paper. Beautiful, beautiful papers. Let me show you, because you know they're always better in person. Let me just flip through these. There's raspberry patterns, strawberries, and this coordinates. We have a strawberry punch and stamp set in our January to June mini catalog, and this coordinates beautifully with that as well. So there's some of the patterns, and then, of course, when you flip it over, let me show you this way. Here are the back sides of those papers. They're just really fun. There's cute plaids. The colors are really nice and springy and summery, and I think it's a super, super cute bundle. So this you can get with a $100 order. So this you would have to put a bigger order in, but you get double the free product. You get a stamp set and the coordinating full pack of designer paper. Excuse me. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Helen. So let me just bring in my little pad. I'm going to do some stamping. This is a two-step stamp set. Here it is, and you can see how there are solid images and then the more detailed outline images that work together for the leaves and the berries and everything. I never thought I would make a card with blueberries on it, but it's actually really pretty. So I have my little kit here. I've got my parts and pieces ready to go, and just pull those out. I'm using a basic white card base. I have some of my white baker's twine. The baker's twine comes in a combo pack. This is part of the snail mail suite, and it is the Blushing Bride and also the white. So I'm using the white. I love using baker's twine. It's nice to make just some delicate bows. And then I have this panel here. I've already gone ahead and cropped this out. This is from the Nature's Thoughts dies, and it just creates this cute little stitching around that rectangle shape. So this is the panel that I'll be stamping on. So I'm going to start with, let me bring in, these are going to be raspberries. So I'm going to start with my raspberries, and I'm going to start with the center of my raspberries first. I'm inking these up. This is Rich Razzleberry. And actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to bring in my green because it's a bigger stamp and I want to make sure that I have that positioned right on this little rectangle. So I'm going to bring in my leaves here. And then I'm also going to need this. I didn't get all my stamps out. I got most of them out. I'm going to bring in these little parts as well. Those are the stems for my raspberries. Okay. So get all this ready to go. I'm going to just use both sides of that block. Okay, so I'm going to start with my leaves first, and I like to do the solid image first. It's kind of a matter of personal preference, whatever you like, I guess, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp this with Granny Apple Green. I'm going to put several of these here. And they have designed this stamp so that you can see after I stamp it, it actually has some shading right on the stamp, which I always love when that happens. I'm going to put this right here. I just think it makes it look at that. It's so beautiful. Let me hold this up. I want to make sure you can see it. Isn't that pretty? And then I'll put one down here as well. Maybe just about right there. Okay, then what I want to do is take this outlined leaf, and for this I'm going to use Garden Green. I'm going to open that up and just ink this up and line it up, and I'm going to get as close to this as I can, and it's actually pretty easy to do with a photopolymer stamp set. However, mine are never perfect, and I'm fine with that. So I'm going to get as close as I can. That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to turn this around. And really, it is easier with the photopolymer because you can kind of see where you're stamping. That one's not too bad. Let's see if I can do it again. Third time's, we'll see. Whoops. Okay, and that looks pretty good too. All right. Then I'm going to add the little stems, and I'm going to start again with the solid stem, and that will be done in the Granny Apple Green. And this is what I'll just hang my little raspberries on. So I'm going to put one here, like that, and then I'll have one going this way, about like that. And I'll take this off, and then I'll just use my the other little stamp. And I just took it off here. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was going to say it disappeared. And then, so this I'm going to do in the darker green, the Garden Green. This will just add some more detail to the leaves. Get that as close as I can. Oh, that's pretty good. It really does help to have this, you know, as a photopolymer stamp. You can see, so there's that. Now I'm going to do my raspberries. I wanted to get the leaves in there first. And so I'm going to, again, start with the solid image with the raspberry. And I'm going to put one right here. And again, look at the detail in that stamp. I love that. And I'll put one over here. Like that. And then I'm going to have one here. Even though I didn't add a little stem on this one, I'm just going to put one here just to fill in that space. All right, and then I'm going to take the detailed image, and this is Blackberry Bliss. This is the darker of the two purples. And so again, I'll just stamp that, and it adds the detail. Okay, so there's my berries. And then I'm going to stamp the words, "You always have a way of making my day." And I have a scrap piece of white here. I can use this right here. And I'm going to stamp this first, and I'll use my Blackberry Bliss. and that looks pretty good. This is a nice stamp set. It really stamps quite well. Then I'm going to use my rectangular postage stamp. And I always like to stamp first because then, even if I stamp crooked, which you all know I do all the time, you can line it up so that it's straight when you put it, when you punch it out. So no one will know that my things are always crooked. Okay. And actually, you know what, before I go any further, I'm going to take my basic white, and because I love these stamps so much, I'm going to just stamp another leaf image. I'm going to start with the solid granny apple green, and I'm just going to put this on the inside of my card. And then the garden green. Oops, get that lined up. Then when I'm done with this, I'll be able to put my stamps away. Okay, there's that one. And then I'll add my berry. And again, I will start with Rich Razzleberry. And this is my solid stamp. And I'll just put that right there, like that. And then I'll use my Blackberry Bliss. To add some detail. Okay, so there's a pretty little dressed up inside. All right, I'm going to close these up so that I don't get ink where I don't want it. We have a beautiful day here in Ohio. It is sunny. Most of our ice is melted. It was like 52 degrees yesterday. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I took a walk with Charlie yesterday morning, and as I do every day, but yesterday morning it was warm and the sun was shining and the birds were singing, and it just made me feel like spring was coming, and we know it is, right? Okay, so I'm going to set my little mat aside and just finish the front of this card. So I'm taking a piece of my designer paper, and that will just attach right to my card front. Here's the other side. This actually would even be pretty. Isn't that pretty? Okay, but we're going to use this side. It coordinates more, I think, with the colors that I use. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal. And attach that. And then, oh, and you know what I want to do? I'm going to give this a minute to dry. So, what I want to do with these is these are my basic pearls, and I want to use my Rich Razzleberry. This is the dark Rich Razzleberry blend, and I'm going to add some color to my pearls. I want them to match my cards, so I'm going to color them with Rich Razzleberry blends, and they just take a second or two to dry. I'll color this one as well. I'm going to let those sit there a minute while I finish putting the card together. Okay. So next I'm going to add this panel, and I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. So let me grab my dimensionals. I'll put these on. Isn't that pretty? I love this paper and how those ink colors, the stamps just coordinate with it. Hi, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, I heard that your sister Debbie did a little stamping class for you, so I think we're hoping that you get bit by the stamping bug. It'd be fun for you and your sister to do together, and I'm sure she was a really good teacher. All right, so then this is just going to be positioned right there. Then I will take my Whisper White baker's twine. I'm going to tie a bow and just kind of pull this. And after I tie my bow, what I do is hold my fingers on the center, like this knot area here, and then you can adjust the bow, the loops of the bow, while keeping this center part tight. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger because I want them to show behind my little postage stamp. And I'm into this kick of pulling both of the bow loops down. I'm kind of really liking that look right now. So I'm going to take my little postage punched shape and hold that in place, and I'm going to add some dimensionals. And so Gran, Tennessee Gran, my friend, your daughter's here, and I'm hoping that at the end I'm going to call her over here so you can say hi to her. I know she doesn't want to, but she needs to say hi to her mama. We've had a fun day. We always do when she's here. All right, so there's the card, and then it's pretty simple. What I want to do then is to finish it off is to just add these pearls that I've gone ahead and colored. Yes, Sandra, your mother wants to see you, so we're going to bring her over here in a minute. Sandra is one of my beautiful friends. She and Renee come and help me several times a week, and like what I always say is they make me look really good. I could not do this without them. We are busy, and we just have a lot of fun together, and I just adore Sandra. So here is my first card featuring the berry blooms. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful card, and of course you could add this on the envelope as well. So there's card number 1. Then I have another one, and this one we're going to use the blueberries, and this is kind of a fun fold card. So I've already cut everything, and you know I will be posting these 2 projects on my blog probably tomorrow, and I will include all of the measurements so that if you want to make these, you will be able to do that. You'll have all the measurements and everything. So this card, this is a fun fold card, and I will be, like I said, I'll be sharing the measurements on my blog, but I'm going to start with this base. This is thick Whisper White, and I'm going to give this a score here, a fold there. And then I'm going to use this beautiful plaid paper. Is that not beautiful? I'm going to put that right on the inside here. I've actually made cards that have just a little top like this, just for something different. I did that, gosh, it's been over a year ago, I think, with some little butterflies that we had, but that's not what I'm doing today. And look at the back of this paper. Look how pretty. Some of these papers, it's hard to choose which side you want to use. Hi, Debbie. How are you? All right, so we're going to put that in the center, and then I'm going to just dress up this panel a little bit. I have some strips. It's actually the same size, same paper, and so for this I'm going to put one on this little flap here. And then I have another piece that I'm going to put this another strip of DSP on. Whoops, oh shoot. Well, you know what? We're going to just go with it. I put my adhesive on the wrong side, but actually this might just be cute. If not, I can always bring in my original sample so you can see what the original idea was. But yeah, so this will be, I think actually this will be fine. So then what I want to do is do my stamping. And I have one of the stitched rectangles. I'm going to bring in my little stamp, my little pad again. And for this one, I am using, for the blueberries, I am using Night of Navy and Pacific Point. And here are the berries. And again, I think what I want to do with this is start with the green, the leaves. And these are going to be the same colors as I used before, the Granny Apple Green and the Garden Green. So I'll do the Granny Apple Green first. Yes, Colleen, I love raspberries too. And I think that card's pretty cute too, I agree. All right, so I'm going to start with Granny Apple Green. And I'll just put this, that looks pretty good, right? Like that. And again, look at the detail in the stamp. You already have the shading. It just makes it look so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to take my solid or my detailed leaf image. And this is going to be done in garden green. Get that lined up. Okay. Then I'll do my blueberries. And so for my blueberries, I have a solid image and an outlined image, just like on the other ones. And so I'm going to stamp a solid image in Pacific Point. I'm going to put these greens away. I think I'm done with those for today. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Pacific Point. And this is going to line up just like that so that they connect to that stem. Like that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then my second color for this will be Night of Navy. And this will just be for the outline. We'll just get that lined up. Okay, so there's that. And then what I want to do is add a greeting. And I'm not sure that I got that out. Wishing you the very best. Oh, Sandra says, yes, I did get it out. Oh, yeah, here it is. There it is. Okay, thank you, Sandra. See what I'm saying? They help me. We're busy. We have a lot going on in the studio here, and like I said, I could not do it without them. So that's right there. I'm just going to put that right there. This is in Night of Navy. Look how pretty. All right. Now I'm going to attach this. I have these little panels already cut, and so I'm going to mount one of these, the stamped one, onto a little bit bigger stitched rectangle, and I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. You know, I always do that. Just put one at the top and one at the bottom. I think that'll be just fine. Thanks, Debbie. Debbie and Debbie, thank you. All right, so I'm just going to center this on here. And then this is going to be my inside panel. So I'm just going to position this on here. And this is going to be flat. This one is not going to be popped up. So I'm going to go ahead, oops, and put that right in place. And what I think I might do on the inside here is just stamp a couple more blueberries, only because they're so cute. I can't resist. They're just too cute. So I'll go ahead and just do those just right there like that. And then I'll take my Night of Navy ink. And stamp the detail. Okay, so there you have that. So then what I want to do to put this together, I'm going to set this here, but I'm not going to adhere it yet. I'm going to fold this panel down and going to place this right over it. This is just to kind of help me get it positioned. I'm not attaching anything yet. I want to just make sure I'm getting it all lined up. And then this piece is going to go down here. And what you want to do with this piece, so this is loose. This is not going to be attached at all. I'm going to be attaching, put that there for a second. I'm going to be attaching this front piece to it, so I want to make sure that it catches that edge. So first what I'm going to do is attach it at the top, and I'll just bring in my stamp and seal. And I'll put that here. And you want to be careful that, you know, the adhesive, there's no adhesive on this lower flap, beyond this white flap, because then your card will stick shut and it won't open. So then what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of adhesive on this bottom part here. Whoops, everything's sticky today. And then I'm going to line this up, and what you want to make sure of is that this flap is lined up flush with the card base. So I'm going to position that. That way it'll fit in the envelope, and then this is just going to go down here, and that's how you attach it. And it's going to open up like this, which is kind of a fun, isn't that fun? It's just a different, we're always looking for different ways. I'm always looking for different ways to make some cards together. And then what I want to do for this part is just to make sure that it is beneath this front part. I may have moved it a little bit. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. So I'm going to hold my fingers at the top of this and just add some stamp and seal, just enough to hold it in place. I can actually curl this up here now and add some as well along this part. Okay. So that's card number 2. Oh, and you know what? I have a little bit of ribbon, and I'm just going to do like a little knot. This is the seam binding crinkle ribbon. It's really nice to work with. It's really soft. I'm going to tie kind of a loose little knot. And find my glue dot here. I really am loving this stamp set. It's really fun and nice to work with. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim this up a little bit. So don't forget that if you leave a comment, you'll be entered into a drawing. I do a random draw of anyone that comments or shares my Facebook Lives, and you have the chance of winning one of the cards that I make. And so I would get that in the mail to you, and I will do that on Monday. So please share this and comment, and if there is something that you see that you like, this paper and stamp set, these are only going to be available through Sunday, which is February 28th. After that, celebration is over, and they will be gone. Let me show you. This is my original sample, and actually, you know what I forgot to do on this? Let me pull in. These are the Elegant Faceted Gems, and I'm just going to add these to the berries. There are clear gems on this, and it's kind of fun because it makes the berries sparkle. It's just a real subtle addition to the card. Let's put those right there like that. Okay. Let me hold this up so you can see how they just shimmer. They just make it look extra pretty. And you can see on this one I use both of the berry pattern designer paper at the top and the bottom. But truly, this one, I think, is fine. I kind of like that, you know, it has the contrasting papers on the front. So that's the card. Let me show you the inside of this one. So those are my 2 cards for today. If you do want to order any product before celebration is over, please visit my blog at lauramilligan.com. You'll see a place to click to go to my online store. I also welcome emails if you would like to email me. I'm happy to help you with placing your order, and I'm going to switch this up a minute. And you know what? Hold on a second. I need to, well, I'm going to go back to this. Unfortunately, Gran, my camera is not is not working at the moment, so I am not going to be able to show you Sandra. I'm not going to be able to pull her in here, but next time she's here, I promise you that we will do that. You know what? Let me try something here. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it today. But thank you so much for joining me. Maybe Sandra will make an appearance next Thursday when she's here. That would be really fun. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.